Hey, what's going on, everyone? How you guys doing tonight? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is Three Buck Theater, and it's now 9:57 p.m. on the 16th of December 2019. And as we can see here from this image that I made for a video from a while back, the 10 p.m., just a few minutes away, is the social media embargo that lifts for the Rise of Skywalker, and the review embargo lifts tomorrow night at 12:01 a.m. So that, of course, will be when you get to see my review, because I will be traveling to Los Angeles in, a few hours in order to get down there for a screening tomorrow afternoon. It is a once-in-a-lifetime experience, one that I am supremely excited to get to go to. I want to quickly thank everyone who has helped donate to the cause to help get me down there. Tickets were less cheaper than I thought they'd be, so more expensive than I thought they'd be. And of course, if you guys want to help out, paypal.com/ or paypal.me/Monday Matt. Link is in the video description. That'll just help me out. So anyway, I thought we would take a look here when everything goes out. So it's a few minutes away. So let's take a look here at some of the comments people are saying. I'm pretty sure, given the fact that a lot of people aren't necessarily the happiest with the leaks that have come out, tonight should be interesting, because what we're going to see is a juxtaposition between what people know, or at least going to be somewhat confirmed in regards to the leaks, their own interpretation of the leaks, their own interpretation of where things are, and of course the people who just walked out, who are going to be having probably an elated high. So the leaks are going to be fascinating to see. So let's take a look here. According to Garrick here, I just saw that, I'm trying to find that post again. Apparently, the opening crawl for 9 had leaked out. That doesn't surprise me. What I think is there were some photos floating around earlier this afternoon that came from a theater. My theory is it was definitely a test screening over at either the Dolby, which is where the world premiere happened, or the El Capitan, which is the kind of spillover theater that they have for people who aren't as important as the main media and the main talent who got to go watch it at the Dolby. But of course, that's what's going on with that, in my opinion. And that's a big screw up. That's a big screw up on Disney's part, to have somebody come out who works for the theater and tweet those photos out. I would assume probably the Dolby over the El Cap. And whoever did it, they're probably going to be fired. They're probably going to be fired because it came out midday. And that's going to be a pretty big deal. So let's see here. I was asked, Cosmic Yogi asks, what am I expecting? Well, what I'm expecting out of this movie is something better than The Last Jedi. And I know that that's an odd thing to say overall. It's an odd thing to say because, you know, how it's not going to be very hard to get better than the Last Jedi. That's not going to be very difficult to do, is it? Right? You're looking at a movie that spent the last 2 years being heavily divisive across the fan base, and a lot of people out there just not happy with the way it was. But I've read the leaks. I've seen all the trailers. I've seen all the marketing, and I have my issues with the marketing. I feel they were putting too much too quick, and it felt like they were trying to cover some ground, like cover everything they could think of. But at the same time, what I've seen intrigues the hell out of me. And I think, you know, I went back and I watched Force Awakens this morning. And as I watched The Force Awakens this morning, I thought the one thing that it had that The Last Jedi didn't have, and that the Rise of Skywalker appears to have, is that overwhelming sense of adventure. Because that's what even the prequel trilogy had, a sense of adventure. The Last Jedi was just bitter, cynical, and nihilistic. It was a movie that felt like it just didn't want to be there. Whereas The Force Awakens very much wanted to be there, and The Rise of Skywalker feels like it's going to be recapturing most of that magic. So to me, the way I view it is, if this movie, it can retcon enough of The Last Jedi to where it makes it maybe a more serviceable entry into the franchise, which is a tall freaking order. My thoughts on it predominantly are that you can just watch The Force Awakens and you can watch The Rise of Skywalker, and you can just like skip over The Last Jedi. It's going to be the one that people go, do I have to watch this? Kind of like The Phantom Menace. You're like, it's there, I could watch it, but I'm going to choose not to. I'm going to choose to have a lot more fun. Let's see. Salvador here says, I'd be happy the leaks are true, but I'd be angry if Kylo dies. Well, I have a feeling that's going to happen. I kind of called that 4 years ago. So, okay, let me get down to the bottom here. Madison Blake, $10 super chat. Thank you so much. Says, I hope the leaks is a big PR stunt from Disney. I don't know, probably true at this point, but hope not, especially the ending. I think the ending is probably real, if I'm being fair. You know, that whole like, I'm Rey Skywalker thing kind of feels like that could be real. It just seems, you know, I hope the ghosts aren't there. I really do. I hope the Force ghosts aren't in the distance, but I do hope that it's like, that you feel satisfied at the end, right? It's like, it's kind of like thumbing through a book to the last page, reading just the last page, and then telling yourself, oh, wow, this is, yeah, I feel like I got everything out of this. We're far beyond that at this point. We're so far beyond that idea that you have to go in and watch this movie. And I've been telling everybody that, like, you can want to boycott it all you want, but if you have any invested interest in the franchise, you need to see the movie for yourself. Whether you watch it now or you watch it when it's on Disney Plus or you watch it whenever, I think that for the sake of closure, it's best to see it. I'm excited because I got invited to go check it out early. I mean, I'm literally flying from Seattle, Washington to Los Angeles for one day to see a movie. I mean, it's a once in a lifetime experience. So like maybe I'm more hyped up, but I'll fully admit I have my biases, and I've been a fan of Disney Star Wars with the exception of The Last Jedi. I love Rebels. I love the Star Wars Resistance. The Mandalorian is GOAT. There's a lot there that's great. So I think we're in a good place here. But thank you very much for that super chat. I really appreciate it. Okay. Nicholas Iorio here says, I love heroin. Fantastic. Real quick plug here to my boy Nick. If you're looking for some good takes on YouTube drama, it's not really my deal. But Nick does some really high quality content, and I recommend you check him out. That's not a plug because he paid me. Nick has been a friend of mine for a while now, so I'm just giving him a shout out. So anyway, you thought I lived in LA the whole time. No. I live in Seattle, outside of Seattle, so I have to fly down. I used to live in Los Angeles 7 years ago. So let's see here. All right. For me, Disney 3-1 with the films. Hope it's 4-1 with Skywalker. Yeah, exactly. I'm the same way, James Tyler. Like, I've watched Solo so many times. I've watched a lot. I've watched it a lot. I've watched The Force Awakens a bunch. I've watched Rogue One a bunch. I've watched a lot of Disney Star Wars, and I like it quite a bit. Again, Last Jedi is just that one that just rubbed me so much the wrong way. Do you have any idea how hard it is to sit there and be like, man, I really like The Force Awakens and I can't wait to see The Rise of Skywalker, but The Last Jedi was still a steaming pile of dog shit. And then everyone's like, wait, what? Like, how do you like Disney Star Wars but hate Last Jedi? And I'm all like, it's a weird place to be, but I haven't let go of that anger in 2 years. Maybe I should. Let's see here. Wow, thank you so much again, Madison Blake, another $10. I hope Anakin is in the film, or at least bringing up the prophecy. I'm still excited for the film. Great content, by the way, having on the screen. Thank you so much, Madison. I greatly appreciate it. I don't know if Anakin is in this movie. I know Ian McDiarmid was on the red carpet. No sign of Hayden Christensen. None of that stuff. I haven't heard anything. I can ask my friend who's there right now, and if things would have been just slightly different, if one guy had to work, I would be there right now. That's how close I came to going to the world premiere. It really boiled down to my friend's best friend and whether or not he had to work. If he had to work, I would be in LA right now at the world premiere. That's how close I got. That is astonishing to me because I'm an idiot from the Northwest who just talks about movies. I got real close, but I'm really happy for tomorrow. But I am hoping that Anakin's there. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Fox, let me bring you up here. Just joined the stream. What are reactions so far? Let's take a look here. Let me just bring this up. I want to make sure that we are on point. It's after 10 o'clock now. The reviews should be coming on in. Let's see here. Okay. All right. There is, I'm trying to see here. Well, let's take a look. We'll bring up the Twitter feed and we'll take a look at what's going on at the latest. And then we'll start making our way through, seeing what people are saying. I think it's going to be pretty good. So there's that. Okay. All right. Nicholas Iorio hype, 100%. Who do I think will die? I think 3PO is going to die. I think Chewie's going to die. I think a lot of people are going to die. I think they should at this point just start taking them out back, right? Permadeath this shit. Just be done with it. Anthony Daniels ain't coming back. 42-year run in the character. You cannot look. You have to respect that 42-year run in the character, not just the movies, but like he popped up in the shows. He popped up in, I think, even video games. Like Anthony Daniels, man, he played this part. Let me bring up my Chrome tab here. And there we go. Make sure I'm sharing audio so when we have to dive into it, we can take a look here. So let's see. Okay, Force Ghost Admiral Holdo. Yeah, geez, God, I hope not. I really hope there's no mention of Admiral Holdo. I really do hope there's no mention of her. I mean that, like, legitimately. Like, just let it die. Kill it if you have to. She did. She's dead. Let's see here. All right. I know it's a long shot, probably won't happen, but it'd be awesome if Luke was still alive. That's the thing. Been no marketing outside of one image, right? That one poster with like half of Luke's head on it. Otherwise, there's been nothing. No marketing, no press tour stuff. And that to me is kind of weird. But so how much of the movie is he in? Is he just a Force ghost? Like, is he going to be in there quite a bit? I mean, with the death of Carrie Fisher, they can retcon all that footage all they want. But I mean, the fact that they didn't go back and then just like force Rian Johnson to clip that scene of Luke fading out by 5 seconds and save the franchise. That's all they had to do. I mean, that would have, there's still a lot more that's a problem, but that would have really saved it. But no, they chose to live in this world that we're in right now. Let's see. Leaked images confirm all leaks are true. I saw the leaked images. I still don't know how they got out there, but they did. So, you know, I saw them. And, you know, here's the thing. Like, again, don't care. I kind of feel like it's still an inside job. I do. I kind of feel like it's an inside job. I've been saying that for a while. I can't help but shake the fact that there's something here that feels like an inside job. It feels too clean, too good, too clean. So we're here to discuss those cats' reactions. Yes. Yeah, we're all here to talk about what Taylor Swift looks like as a cat, because that's not frightening. And people are already talking about it in a sexualized way, and it's crazy. Let's see here. Spoil the movie for everyone. No, I'm not looking to spoil it, but anything could happen. Okay. So let's do a refresh here on the page. All right. I'm looking to see if anyone is talking about it yet. Surprising is 10:09. The social media embargo has lifted. Okay, here we got one. Let's see. Alice, what's this guy? Director of the upcoming Paddington 3. So this is a dude who knows what's going on. Paddington 3. Paddington 2 is considered like a 10 out of 10 movie, just so we know. Just came out of the world premiere of The Rise of Skywalker. Wow, I laughed. I cried again. What an incredible end to a saga that has lasted so many years. Thank you, Disney, for inviting me and my mom along to the screening. Okay. So, I mean, you know, let's just take a quick look. I mean, this guy, is he the upcoming director? Is he, I mean, who would lie about being the upcoming director of Paddington 3? So that's the question. Let's see. Is he posting any photos? He's not posting anything from the premiere. So, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, that's definitely take with a grain of salt. Maybe that seems kind of weird. Maybe this guy's full of crap. But we don't know yet. That I'm pressing X to doubt on that one right there. If you guys think that one is real or legit, press X to doubt if you think that one is true. Because I don't know if that one's true or not. It just seems a little bit weird to me. Okay. What do we have here? We have Itchy Baka shilling his really terrible blog. Let's move past that. Okay. So let's see. Anyone here talking about it? These are the, okay. We got Simon Taylor waiting for the first social media reactions. These things should be up. These things should totally be up now. I'm waiting to hear back from my friend about it. And, let's see. Just DM him because he's there. Oh, okay. Let's see here. Did I see the BK stunt with spoiling the film all based on the Jedi Paxis leak? Something's up with that PR stunt. Yeah, Madison, I did see that. Again, thank you very much for the $10 super chat. Yeah, I saw that. I talked about that the other day. I don't get why BK in Germany would do that. I mean, Disney and McDonald's are the ones who have the agreement, so it's kind of like that's a little bit weird to me. But they did it, and the leaks were definitely from Jedi Paxis. I mean, it's a hell of a troll. It is a hell of a troll, and it was real. You could go and you could get your hands on a free Whopper in Germany. I don't know. Maybe they looked at the Fandom Menace and they thought these are people who hate Star Wars. Let's get them in, get them a free Whopper. I don't know if there's necessarily a large margin of them in Germany. I haven't looked at the geographical breakdown of that group yet. I don't know if it exists, but still. Let's see here. Dude is lying about directing Paddington 3. There we go. Again, press X. Let's see here. Okay, it's Campia's reaction isn't up yet. Is Campia there? I'm sure Campia is there. Just like The Last Jedi, he'll probably find a way to brag about it. Rey is a very boring character as written. I like the character Rey, but you're not wrong. Craig, no, I don't see it until tomorrow afternoon. I will be watching it in LA tomorrow afternoon is when I get to see Star Wars. So this is just my coverage of the social media reactions as it's coming out. We are waiting to see what the hell is going on here. Because I'm kind of surprised that nothing's popping up yet. Again, I just messaged my friend. Here's one that's clearly not true. Baby Yoda dies. If this was real, I believe we all would we would all riot. We would break the internet and we would destroy Kathleen Kennedy. I think that would happen, right? I think that there'd be a massive storming of Lucasfilm in Marin County, California, and that would happen. But no, obviously that's not real. Okay, let's see here. Come on, where are the reactions? Right? I mean, like, we could. This is real. If you guys haven't seen this, by the way.
You can't stop me. I'm a Jedi from Jakku. Like a dark side from Tatooine to Naboo. Let go of everything that you fear to lose. Be the spark that lights the fire, and may the force be with you.
Yeah, the whole rap is interesting. It's like 2 minutes long. I just wanted to show that because I think it's funny. And two, Daisy Ridley clearly has a post plan for Star Wars now that her Star Wars career is over. She can get into spitting them hot rhymes all over the internet, the internet and stuff. All right. Is there anything looking in the trending tags to see if anything is there? Really surprised. Okay. Apparently it's trending in Mexico. All right. We're going to just mute him because I'm tired. I just don't like him. So we're going to mute him out of the way. Okay. So nothing here so far. Let's see this one. The Rise of Skywalker should more be called The Rise of Desperation. That's pretty harsh. I hope Cameron Monaghan is okay after watching it. Yeah. I wonder what his thought. Is he there? Is he there right now? Has he said anything about it? Nope. Cameron Monaghan is not there. That's a little bit crazy. It's a little bit weird that we're not already out because just so everyone is here, because we got 327 people watching. Let me show you guys this. So this was the image this was the info I was sent a couple weeks ago about the social media embargo lifting at 10 p.m. tonight. It makes me wonder if the movie started late and people just aren't out of it yet. I didn't get an exact time of when it started, but that should be happening anytime now. So let's get back to the chat on this one. Okay, so all right, they didn't even invite George Lucas. God, Disney is pathetic. Well, it's not that they didn't invite George Lucas. I'm sure they invited George Lucas. It's whether or not Lucas wanted to go. I mean, there is that. If Ryan Johnson didn't attend, I mean, look, okay, here's what I want you guys to do. If you were Ryan Johnson, would you attend the Rise of Skywalker premiere? Press 1 for yes, press 2 for no. I really want to, if you were Ryan Johnson and you got a call from KK going like, yo, RJ, you want to come out and check out this movie premiere with us? Would you go? Knowing everything of the past 2 years, would you go? 1 for yes, 2 for no. I'm going to tell you right now, my vote is straight up 2. I would not go. It ain't worth it. But it also goes to show you precisely where it is that he stands, his standing. If things were good on a PR front, Ryan Johnson would be there. His trilogy is dead. His trilogy. Oh, people are saying, yeah, wow. More people are saying that there's a good mixture of 1 and 2. More people though saying 2. More people saying 2 right now. Serenity Lotus says 1. You'd actually go. Good for you. Let's see here. Everyone has to potty first. You don't want them tweeting from the restroom, do you? Well, see me. A lot of people tweet while on the toilet. I would argue I do a fair amount of my tweeting when I'm on the toilet. So yeah, there's that. There's a lot of that. Let's see. Campia will trash it. Really? You think Campia will trash it? I don't know, man. I'm thinking Campia. He loved the hell out of The Last Jedi back a couple years ago. He came out of that all sorts of giddy. So I don't know. I'm thinking Campia is going to like it. That's what I'm thinking here. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see here. The man would go to the opening of an envelope. Oh, that is true. That is true. Richard here says tweeting is how I pee. There you go, sir. There you go. Press 66 to have Kennedy and Johnson executed. You know what's funny about that, Mr. Wick? Kathleen Kennedy is 66 years old this year, right? It almost feels like Executive Order 66 is taking place right now on her year, because we know this is it, right? We know this is it. There's not going to be any more Star Wars after like next week. We got this movie. We got Mando tomorrow night, 12 o'clock. We got Mando episode, which comes out at the same time as the review embargo lifting for Star Wars. So that's going to be wild. I'm going to be still in LA trying to like watch the episode, get my review up, and then review the episode, then try to get some sleep before I fly home. And then you've got, nothing until next fall, maybe, or whenever they announced Mando season 2, which they're currently shooting right now. I mean, hell, Pedro Pascal was at the world premiere tonight. Where was that? Raylo Order 69. Oh my God. Let's see. Mark Ellis has posted his reaction. Okay, cool. Let's take a look. Maybe it's popping up now. Maybe it's going to be when it rains, it pours. Okay, so what we have here. All right. Ben Meckler. Okay, who is Ben Meckler? He is the writer, director, idiot. Final Space. Okay, so he works. So he works on Final Space, which is a good show. Saying here, tweeting through the tears. The Rise of Skywalker isn't the best Star Wars film, but it is the ultimate Star Wars film. A truly stunning finale to a 9-film saga. Only weird thing was the amount of screen time spent on characters wolfing down raw Vidalia onions. I adored the movie. Oh, okay. So characters down crying, I think. C-3PO was never my favorite Star Wars character, but he owns The Rise of Skywalker, from his antics with R2 to a surprisingly buddy cop moment or dynamic with Poe to his captivating monologue about truly never knowing the flavor and mouthfeel of a sweet Vidalia onion. This is 3PO. Again, I don't know if these are real. What do you guys say? I don't know. I say maybe press X to doubt. Okay. Oh, the Brandalorian. This is real. Okay. Star Wars Rise of Skywalker is good. It's big. It's full of surprises. It's in the work of Luke Skywalker. This is not going to go the way that you think. This one I do think is real because he does work. This guy gets around. He's well known. Again, but quoting The Last Jedi here, I mean, like, kind of, I'm a little bit odd. I'm a little bit weird on that one. Anyway. Okay. So according to, John, Fugelsang here, who's a comedy actor, broadcaster, recovering cynic, says they're currently walking out of the premiere right now. So it did end a little bit late from what it seems like. Okay. This is apparently, something Ian McDermott had said.
Christopher Lee's involved, my good friend Anakin Skywalker in the movie. Christopher Lee's.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Saying my good friend Anakin Skywalker. Okay. All right, let's take a look here. Apparently the reviews are dropping. Let's find out. Okay, so Josie, I don't know if this is real or not. Okay, just came out of the Rise of Skywalker premiere. There were tears, laughter, and joy, and I can confirm that there was a 20-minute Reylo sex scene, 10 Reylo babies, and a Finn Poe wedding. Well, there we go. Tumblr is entirely going to lose their shit over this one. Okay, Ben Meckler said he's got to be. He's tweeting a lot about it, but he says here, you may think you know what you're getting in with Rise of Skywalker, but you don't. This movie is full of surprises, from jaw-dropping cameos to an exhausting sequence of a daily. God damn it. He's got to be trolling people at this point. All right. Okay. What do you guys think? You think he's trolling people? I think he's trolling people. So let's see here. Okay. Yeah, I'll keep an eye for. Look, I am trying to avoid the spoiler stuff here, but if it pops up on the feed, I'm not going to be able to avoid it fast enough. I won't click on it, but you had been warned. We're going to figure this one out here. Careful. Careful of that one. Yeah, it's Colin. I'll let you know that one. Baby Yoda is the chosen one. I completely agree. I don't know if he's telling the truth on this one. Jaw-dropping cameos. I don't know if he's telling the truth, but it could be the Ahsoka Tano. It could be, God, it could be anything at this point. It could just be like, it could be something. It could be anything. Like one of the things with Mando is the Mandos had a lot of the throwbacks, a lot of the nostalgia. JJ definitely understands the nostalgia aspect. So we don't quite know what's going to be there in regards to that. That's going to be pretty crazy. Okay. So, Vizak here says, I want a Vidalia onion. Well, sir, go to the store and buy one. Perez is waiting for the Campia reaction. I am too. Is Jar Jar Binks back? I would not be surprised if Jar Jar makes an appearance. And I only say that because Ahmed Best just got hired by Disney Plus to do a Star Wars trivia show where he will be the host. So if Jar Jar doesn't make an appearance, I'm going to be a little bit concerned. Darth Jar Jar finally reveals himself. That would have been the most epic thing they could have done if they revealed that Jar Jar Binks was in fact the Sith Lord. That would have been the most epic thing they could have done. They should have done it. I would have done it. If I was writing it, I think I would put it in there. Kind of like that scene from X-Men The Last Stand when they made fun of that whole who's the Juggernaut bitch line, right? Throw that in there. Throw a little bit of internet memery in there. Okay, let me go back, take a look at this here. All right. Okay, so Angie Han, who she is, she's a member of the LA Film Critics Society. Okay, this chick is legit. Tons of love here. No shortage of crowd pleasing moments. Interesting. And twists and cameos, but also quite a bit to, I'm assuming that means ponder. Some faves, Jonna, Dio, Finn, of course. And what a lovely send off for our General Leia. Okay, so that kind of, I mean, that's one of the things that I could be wrong in regards to the leaks. Maybe I overlooked it or I just kind of skimmed through it. But there wasn't a lot there in regards to Leia, her getting a send off. I don't remember any of that being in there. So I don't quite know. But the crowd pleasing moments is something that I want to kind of touch on for a second, because I was hearing some complaints, if you will, from a certain group of people out there who were talking about how the movie was a crowd pleaser and that was a bad thing. That's what I was being told. I don't really watch a lot of their content, so I can't tell you 100%. But I was hearing that from certain people and I was laughing. I'm like, yeah, the movie's going to be a crowd pleaser. Like, that's the thing. That's how you know it has legs. What did The Last Jedi not have? A lot of crowd pleasing moments. So that's something to consider right there. That's good. That's really good. Okay. So, all right. Okay. Well, apparently Gina Carano is there and taking pictures of fans. That's dope. Give me some more Cara Dune. Press 1 on the chat if you guys want more Cara Dune in the Mando, because we've only had 1 episode. We have 2 episodes left. God damn it. Okay, so Yolanda Machado here. This lady hates a lot of stuff. She hates your MCU type stuff. She's one of those culture warrior types, right? I hear a lot about her. She complains about everything. This is one of the women that was out there complaining about the Joker and how you shouldn't listen to anyone who reviews the Joker unless they are a woman of color. I am not kidding you. You can find that tweet. She legitimately said that. So this is what she says. She says, so I'm not too surprised, and at times I felt a bit too much fan service was given, but The Rise of Skywalker is everything and nothing that you're expecting. So I guess my immediate action is, God, I love this franchise and I'll miss the Skywalker saga. Well, okay. This is a woman who generally seems to hate a lot of stuff. Okay. Mike Susky here. Is he? What's he? Who is he? He's a writer at Game Critics, previously Game Radar and Honest Gamers. Okay. So I would assume this is a guy who knows what's going on. The Rise of Skywalker is a sensational conclusion that will win over The Last Jedi haters and defenders alike. An instant classic space epic with outstanding performances all around. I use whipped cream to shave my God damn it. I see. This is the thing. This is the thing. They get you in, and I'm doing this live, so I don't even pre-read these tweets. I'm just clicking on them and going with it. God damn it, Mike. See here. See, yeah, it's got to be fucking with people. Oh, this is going to be a tough one. Okay, this is going to be a tough one. We gotta roll through. See what we got here. Okay, Kevin McCarthy. Let's see. Film lover, found my true romance. What does he do? Okay, so he's Real Blend. That is something. All right, J.J. Abrams juggled the film and scope of 42 years of storytelling beautifully. I'm just in awe of the direction, cinematography, and Williams' score. It's everything that fans are hoping for. Abrams really did the impossible. Okay, so that's a good one. That's a good one here. And again, we have to kind of look for that here when we start breaking down these kind of quote unquote reviews. We have to look at that from the perspective of, does it address The Last Jedi? Does it, is it going to win anyone over? And what exactly did Abrams aim for in regards to trying to end this franchise? Or end this Skywalker saga. So let's keep moving down here. Okay. So Jacqueline, aka that Jacqueline, who's our editor for Rotten Tomatoes, says here that Mr. Abrams has certainly given us plenty to talk about, and I hope you're ready, ladies and gents. And this, of course, will be what the rest of this week is most likely on this channel. So again, my review will go up tomorrow night at 12:01. I have other content planned in regards to discussing this movie in congruence with the other content, predominantly Last Jedi. And then, of course, I think Saturday we'll be doing a live spoiler discussion for people who went out to go see it to see whether or not it's any good. Now, I do like this follow-up here by Rob because asking, did you like it? Because her response is kind of vague a little bit, kind of vague. So I have to give it that one. Okay. Chris Taylor here says, who works for Mashable, says, Rise of Skywalker is a lot. It's like 9 movies of plot in one, gonna take me about 9 days to process. So that's interesting, right? It's interesting that you've got him, it's 9 movies of plot in one. Now that speaks a lot to me because when you think about the way that Abrams approached this, right? He said, this is the finale of the Skywalker saga. This is the finale of 3 trilogies. This is the finale of a 9 movie arc. So there's going to be a lot of throwbacks. There's going to be a lot of throwbacks to probably everything. My question then becomes, how much goes back to the prequel trilogy? How much of it potentially ties into anything involving the Clone Wars and the animated show? Because Palpatine played a big part in the animated show, even though it wasn't Ian McDiarmid. So I'm kind of curious to see how much of that kind of comes into the mix. I don't know, but that gives us something to talk about. And saying getting to take about 9 days of process is fascinating too. Okay, let's keep going. All right. Okay, so Dan Casey here, who is works for the Nerdist, so he's definitely someone who was there. Says here, it isn't a perfect movie, and I'm sure I'll find plenty to nitpick in the days and weeks ahead. But right now, I'm grinning ear to ear. So that's fascinating, right? That's a little fascinating to me because when you walk out and you're like, okay, I'm going to be nitpicking a fair amount of this, right? Once the glow wears off, am I going to be nitpicking how much of this? But he's grinning ear to ear, which is a good thing. Now, when I walked out of The Last Jedi, I thought to myself, yeah, there's going to be a lot there to talk about. There's going to be a lot there to process. But I wasn't grinning. Like my dad asked me, did you like the movie? And I'm like, I don't know. I think I did, but I don't know. And then over the course of the next couple hours, when I started thinking more about it, the more angry I got. So this kind of tells me it's similar to that, but it's not going to be anywhere near as extreme on a lot of fronts. What we're going to be seeing here are people that are going to be pointing out the good, the clear bad, those who have read the leaks and are going to tie into the leaks. And then we're going to be also looking at like the really bad and then talking about that. But I think at the end of the day, it's going to be more of a crowd pleaser, more of a palatable experience that from everything, even just in these few that we've looked at right now, I would go as far as to argue that potentially could look a little bit better than The Last Jedi. All right, let's just kind of refresh the page. All right. Okay. So, okay. Okay, let's address a little bit of the criticism in the room. And I think this is fair to say. So Glenn here says, refuse to take any reviews seriously from anyone on Twitter with a blue check mark. Y'all burned me once at The Last Jedi. You're not going to get me again with The Rise of Skywalker. Star Wars is dead. Now that is a very fair comment to make, right? That is a very fair comment to make in this particular regard. And I say that because a lot of blue check marks came out and absolutely just completely shilled for The Last Jedi and attacked the fans who weren't happy about it. We've had 2 years of that. So now we're in a completely different space. Now we're in uncharted territory. We are now in the unknown regions of Star Wars fandom again. And it feels good to be there. It really does. It feels good to be there because we actually have the opportunity now to maybe to not all want to, to fight over it nonstop, but to maybe find some common ground and things that we like Baby Yoda. But he's got a point here. I give this guy credit. I want to hold on. Cynical Obnoxious here says TLJ set the bar lower than Attack of the Clones. And here's he's so right. He's so right. He's 100% right. It really did. I've rewatched Attack of the Clones a couple times in the past 2 years. I have not been able to make it through The Last Jedi. Even my dad today was like, you didn't make it through the last. He's like, you just can't watch that movie again, can you? I'm like, I can't do it. Okay. Madison Blake Harloff said something. I would, if anyone can send me a screenshot of that, DM it to me on Twitter. I'll check it out. But I can't look at it because for some reason, Christian Harloff blocked me. I don't know why. I want to find out why Christian Harloff blocked me. But that happened. Okay. So, let's see here. All right, hold on. Okay. All right. Sorry, it's had a message from my girlfriend. She found some stuff I need for tomorrow. So let's take a look here back at this. This is oh my goodness. Okay. We can take a look here at Sci-Fi Wire, but I want to kind of get through the original ones here. Okay, so Rise of Skywalker will premiere, scrolling down. Okay, more reactions arrive. This is coming in from Clayton Sandell. I don't know who he is. He says, wow, 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 wow. Rise of Skywalker delivers. So much happens in this film, it's hard to get my head around. It's going to be an epic end, but it gets the epic ending right. So right, J.J. Abrams and team nails it and gives a whole new appreciation for The Last Jedi in the process. Please avoid spoilers. Oh, Clayton, you magnificent, you magnificent bastard. You have no idea the world we've been living in for the past 2 months, do you, buddy? Avoiding spoilers. Oh, I needed to laugh. Anyway, The Rise of Skywalker is everything I wanted to be. It's coming from Jake Hamilton. Because there's never been a Star Wars movie like this before. It's dark and scary, but hopeful and beautiful. It ends a trilogy while also ending the whole saga. That's a wild one, man. That's a wild one. That's a big bar. That's a big bar. That's a big hurdle to jump. Eric Davis here says, epic, all of it. The Rise of Skywalker is a terrific finale that is stuffed with so much of everything: action, adventure, answers, humor, heart, love, and grit. I spent the second half with tears in my eyes. A wonderful way to end the Skywalker story. That's what I'm afraid of tomorrow. I'm afraid of tomorrow. I'm going to walk out of this movie, right? I'm going to do a reaction video when I walk out. I won't be able to spoil anything, but I'm afraid, like, if it's, and I'll be fair. There's like, how many people here right now? Let me take a look. How many people here? We got nearly 500 people that are here right now, right? Nearly 500 people. And I will admit this, after I saw The Force Awakens, I walked out of the theater, was talking about it with my girlfriend as we were waiting for our ride. And we started talking about the movie, and I thought about Han Solo dying, and I started to cry. I broke down crying because I watched Han Solo die. I had trouble watching it again today when I was watching Force Awakens. That still gets me every time. But I'm just saying, like, I'm an emotional dude. I'm a very emotional guy over the stuff that I love. So, like, I'm going to be Kevin Smith tomorrow. I'll do a video. I might have tears coming down my cheek. You're going to see like the bloodshot, strained eyes of an overweight 37-year-old man going, I just cried at Star Wars again. But you know what though? I want to share that reaction with you. I'm not going to lie. I want to share that reaction with you guys. And I say that because when I look at something like this and it means so much to me, I want to share it with you guys. And people laugh at me for this kind of crap all the time. I got called a shill. I got called a shill and a Nazi tonight for saying that I want to see this movie. I got called a Nazi for saying I want to see The Rise of Skywalker. I thought that was a little bit on the weird side, a little bit extreme in some fronts, but I still want to share it though. That's how much this shit means to me. Jeremy Coleman here. We all float in space. Nice. Joey here saying, I cried in theater when Han died. Dude, yeah, right. You get it, man. You get it. We get it. It's just how it is. I have no problem admitting if a movie makes me cry. I'll admit two more. Godzilla, 1985. Not making that up either. They lied to Godzilla and lured him into a volcano. And then Terminator 2. Made me tear up, man. I was like 10 years old. It's one of the reasons why I really liked Dark Fate. And that's one that's pissed off a lot of people. Anyway, let's see. Did any of the reviewers say anything negative? That's what I want to find, Super Melia. I do. I want to find that. I really do. Okay. Garrick here DM me Harloff's reaction. Fantastic. Let me just, let me bring it up on the Twitter app so it's not on the thing. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, God damn it. I'm just going to have to fucking screen cap this. One sec. Come on, you son of a bitch. Oh, I don't have the app up. That's why. Hold on a second here. There we go. Okay. There. All right, let me just save that, and then I'll bring it up here on StreamYard. Okay. Let me... Sorry, I'm boomering it up right now, trying to make it all work. There we go. All right, Harloff's reaction here. What is Harloff saying? Christian Harloff says, a lot to take in with Rise of Skywalker. It is the big adventure, lightsaber adventure that I hope for. A few things I still wonder if it was necessary, but it was a very satisfying end to this new trilogy. Now, he says new trilogy. He doesn't say the Skywalker saga. So I'm very curious about that myself, right? I'm going to have to watch Light Side, Dark Side with him and Campia in order to get the answers because I can't just follow his goddamn Twitter feed. Damn you. All right. Let's move on. There's some good stuff here, but let's find something negative. There's got to be something negative that's legit, right? Okay, so we got some more reactions here. Cinema Blend says, well, The Rise of Skywalker is a drastic departure from TLJ, but not as invigorating as TFA. The movie is packed with action. It's seriously nonstop, but it's also jammed with fan service. Star Wars fans brace for the debates. And that is, okay, that ain't exactly 100% perfect, but that's going to open up the debate stage, right? We're going to be talking about this. Now, fan service is something that there wasn't a great deal of in The Last Jedi, to which case a lot of blue check marks on Twitter were like, oh my God, it was amazing. But to fans out there, fans like fan service. There's nothing wrong with fan service. I think it's absolutely 100% completely just wrong to not give something fan service. I forget who said it, but if you write a sequel, you're writing fan service, or you're in the business of fan service. You want to keep the sequel, please. Nothing wrong with that. All right, Kevin McCarthy TV, come back here because we already looked at the Harloff thing. Footage in my face watching Rise of Skywalker. Abrams juggled that film. Oh, right. No, we already looked at that one. Okay, so that's good. Got a couple more reactions there. All right. Okay. Steven Lehman. I don't know if this is true or not. Let's see here. Rise of Skywalker was incredible. JJ sought out Lucas's OG ideas and completed the saga. Never thought seeing the Gungans again. Whoa. That's a spoiler. Say what? Oh, come on, guys. You know, we're so close to Darth Jar Jar territory on this one, right? We are so close to Darth Jar Jar territory. It says here, would the Gungans ever bring tears? I mean, I cried at Han Solo dying, and I don't know if I would tear up at seeing the Gungans. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I'd like to, but I don't know if it's gonna happen or not. Let's see here. Loved it. See it with your baby girl, but leave the kids at home. It's pretty sexy. Jesus Christ. Trolls. I got to read these things before I jump into them. That's the problem. Okay. So anyone else here? All right. So the premiere okay. So Jonathan here does talk about the early reactions coming in and how they're all positive. And that is true. We're seeing a lot of that here, but we are going to see a fair amount of that one. Okay. So let's see. Sean O'Connell's talking about that. All right. Let me just kind of scroll through here. And right now we're just seeing a lot of people. I might have to go to that Star Wars reactions page in order to, see what's really going on here, people who are there. All right. Anything new here? Okay, well, let's see. Mario, I don't know if he's there or not. Maybe. He says this Rise of Skywalker take is takes a little bit to get you and then grabs your throat and then your heart. All right. That's definitely something. Okay. Anything else here? I don't know how many people are there. I'm waiting for my friend to get back to me. He hasn't got back to me yet, so I don't know what the hell's going on with that. But there it is. Okay. Lewis here. This is my friend who's there. He says, just saw Rise of Skywalker and it reinforced my belief that J.J. Abrams should have directed all three a fast-paced epic, which and Lewis, here's the thing. Lewis I'll the reason why I want to take this is, he's in here a lot. Those of you who are regulars on my Hollywood After Dark show, Lewis. But he doesn't like the prequels and he bitches about Star Wars a lot. He's a fan, but he bitches about it a lot. So, if he calls it a fast-paced epic, I'm gonna have to ask him for some more intel on that one. But at the same time, he can't tell me anything until tomorrow night at 12:01 a.m. Even though he is seeing the movie with me tomorrow at 2 p.m., he can't tell me anything because I will gut him. He's my guest. So, all right. Do we know if Campia's up yet? Let me double check the chat here. Okay, so let's see here. You've seen at least 3 verified accounts saying it has a rough start. Okay, Banana Power. That's the thing. Is I expect that to happen. Go back to the start of the Force Awakens, right? That's a rough opening because it's trying to introduce us to Poe and Kylo and BB-8 and it's setting the setting of Jakku and it's Max von Sydow. We don't know who he is or like anything else. But it's a bit of a rough opening. It feels kind of like forced, right? When Poe says General Leia, and then he goes, "Oh, but to me, she's royalty." That's a fan service nod, but it just felt kind of forced. And then you look at the opening of The Last Jedi when it's Poe, and Poe is doing like your mama jokes, and your refrigerator's running jokes to General Hux, and it just makes like no sense. But then again, have you ever actually tried to like get Ryan Johnson to have a sense of humor? He doesn't have one, which is pretty obvious. Let's see here. Operation Spider. Off topic, but I'll give my thoughts on Power Rangers. Yes, I will. Probably when I get back from LA, I'll do a video on it. But I have a lot of thoughts on that because it's basically Star Trek 4. Let's see here. Sounds like Endgame. Great end cameos. Will love, others will hate. That sounds about right. So let's see here. The movie is a total train wreck. Anakin's legacy is ruined. I haven't seen anything to confirm that yet. So Nerd Report has a video up on YouTube. I'm sure he does. I'm sure he was filming while he was at the event. Let's see here. Okay, it was said that the first word was at, and the Kylo Palpatine clip has him saying that at least. So is that the beginning? Yeah, Damien, that's the beginning. That's what I think is the beginning on that one. When it's like, you know, at last, my boy. That's the opening of the movie, and that's a great opening. That's a stellar, fantastic opening. You get that drop. You get that drop of just, oh damn, he's been getting manipulated the whole time, man. That's really cool. I'm looking forward to that one. Let's see. Can't trust Camp. Yeah, he's a shill. Okay, Perry posted her reaction. All right, let's dive back into it here. Okay. All right. I don't want to just sit there and like do this, but we're gonna probably have to. Let me scroll through this page right here. Okay, I wanted to get him live, but there's a few new here that we don't have yet. So let me bring. I'll bring that us here. 1 second. We'll bring that up. Okay, so we'll look at here at the Entertainment Weekly Rise of Skywalker reactions. All right, so we'll see if there's anything new here. I wanted to find it live on Twitter. People who weren't blue check marks, you know, get like the non-critic approach. We'll wait and see what we find. But right now, let's dive into this. So Maud Garrett says, I realized within the first 20 minutes of Star Wars Rise of Skywalker that it was the best film in this trilogy, and it kept getting better right through the end. Thank you. # May the Force be with you. And that is something. Again, the first 20 minutes always kind of feels like this, like the first act, the first setup of the movie always feels kind of rough, as I was pointing out with the other ones. The Force Awakens got ramped up and kept going. The Last Jedi just kind of slowed to the galaxy's slowest car chase and then just went nowhere. But if this one kicks it after about 20 minutes, gets you set up, and then goes 2 hours and 21 minutes, man, you get about 2 hours and 1 minute of just like nut busting action. And I think that's great. Jenna Bush de Noel, Jenna Bush, I don't know what she is, but okay. She says, Rise of Skywalker, oh my God, I'm absolutely blown away. I've never been so satisfied by a movie. This is the end of an era and a franchise that has defined my life, and this did it justice in a way I didn't imagine it could. You will cry. So all of us out there who cried at Han Solo could be feeling this is coming up here pretty soon. And obviously it's going to have to do with probably 3PO, I think, at this point. Gaddy Epstein. May want to change your last name there, but he says, review of Rise of Skywalker is not coming till Wednesday, but it will be a good one and ultimately satisfying. And moving conclusion to the trio of trilogies. This is the ending Star Wars deserves. Really? Look, I mean, okay, I've been a fan, and I've admitted this, and I'm gonna say it here in front of everybody, for the God of everybody. I'm a fan of Star Wars and Disney Star Wars too. But what we all wanted, and I think I'm not alone. I want you to press 1 if you agree with me. What we wanted was all 3 heroes. Sorry, 4. No, fuck that. 6 heroes. 6 heroes. I don't want to sit there and just say 3. Luke, Han, Leia. I want Luke, Han, Leia, Chewie, R2, and 3PO. I want all of them together on set, same shot. Even throw in Lando. Let's make it a 7th. All right. Let's make it a 7th. You know, why not give me some Wedge Antilles? Okay. Why not bring up some Mon Mothra? I don't know if she's probably dead, I think, right? We all know that freaking Admiral Akbar got, right? But this thing about this, if you would have gotten a scene, if you would have gotten a shot, right? Remember Endgame? In Endgame, when it was all of a sudden like everyone on screen together and it was like, oh my God, epic. I can't believe they did that. Think about how many people would just completely cry and completely lose their mind, lose their shit. If you panned back and it was Luke, Leia, Han, 3PO, R2, Lando, you know, and Chewie, right? And they were all there together. Like it's the ending of Return of the Jedi all over again, you know, and it's that last shot of everyone together. Just imagine. Now that's some serious ass fan service. And I know it wasn't going to happen, you know, Carrie Fisher, RIP, man. And Harrison Ford didn't want to do it. And I get that, but that's what people wanted. That's what people wanted. And I think that's what George would have given people. Because I know we had talked to Mark and Harrison and Carrie back in the day before selling off to Disney about this. And I'm sure that's what he wanted to do. And I think, let me take a look here. Would you guys, you guys think? Yeah, 100%, right? 100%. Should Joey Hildebrand too? What you doing, Joey? What you doing, man? What you doing, man? Let's see here. No joke. What a moment that would be. Yeah, Will, 100%, dude. 100%. That would have right there been like everything. That would $3 billion, right? Like $3 billion. People just throwing money at it like it's on a stripper stage. It's just twerking at you, and you got just bills, man. Make it rain, make it rain. That's how I see it. That's what I would want to see. Let's see here. We got robbed of deaths should happen in 8 and 9. I agree. I still cannot forgive Rian Johnson for Luke, man. You know, I've tried. I've really tried. You know, I've forgiven him for the whole Carrie Poppins thing. I think it's dumb, but I've forgiven him for it, you know, because in his mind, he probably thought, this seems pretty cool, you know, but at the same time, it's just, this is what we wanted. Everyone wanted everyone together. That's what we wanted. And I think, and again, going back to what going back to what Daisy Ridley had said when she first found out that they were going to be together, right? That JJ was coming back. This is 2017. This is right before the release of The Last Jedi, right before we didn't even know yet how bad it was going to be. But when that happened, she was like, first thing I cried because we were all going to be together again, right? And you could tell that the separation of the characters and the lack of an arc really for the characters that was established in The Force Awakens. And again, I just rewatched it today and there was a lot that was in there. You have that. Now you got a situation where you've got like a whole bunch of, you know, like it's just separate shit that no one cares about. And it just ends up being this massive problem is what I'm trying to say. So it's like she cried because now that she knew they were going to be together, and JJ understood that. He fundamentally understood the idea of keeping the group together. Now, what I love are people who come out there and they go, but you know, Empire Strikes Back, you know, Luke and R2 were gone half the movie. Yeah, but the rest of the group was together and they still converged in the same place and they were still together. Right? I mean, with the exception of Han, because he was in carbonite, but then, what was at the beginning of Return of the Jedi? They were all together. Right? You see, that's a whole thing. That's a whole thing, right? What happened when we went to Endor? They were all together. That's what we wanted. I can shout that until the end of fucking time. You guys know it. I know it. Let's see. Anyway, okay, sorry. $3 Theater. Kyle Buchanan here in my time says Rise of Skywalker could only have been Ruder to Rian Johnson if they had motion smooth it. Oh, I love it. I do. I think that's fantastic. Okay, let's go back into this here. Let's take a look at these. I've been off of my rant. I'm sorry. You guys want reactions, not my reaction. My reaction comes not too long. Mike Ryan here says, this guy's kind of been a bit of a jerk too, but he says Star Wars Rise of Skywalker certainly the most convoluted Star Wars. There's a lot I like, but the first half gets so bogged down with exposition and new plot and doodads and beacons and transmitters. It feels like it should have been 3 movies on its own. And you know what, Mike Ryan? You know what, man? You have The Last Jedi to thank for that. You have The Last Jedi to thank for JJ feeling the urge to cram in so much plot and exposition into this movie because Rian Johnson just wanted to take his toys, go out to his own sandbox, play in them for a while, and then take a gigantic steaming dump on their chest. He wanted to drop the chode of all chodes on fans and then go, chocolate. And then, so then the next guy comes in and the next guy's got to try to fix everything. The next guy's got to come and try to fix everything. So this is what happens. You get your massive amounts of exposition and plot because guess what? We didn't get it in the last movie. Moving on. Zilla Valentine here says, just got done watching Star Wars Rise of Skywalker, and all I can say is wow, wow, and wow. Pays homage to all the films and does a great job of wrapping up the epic story, phenomenal in every way. Cool beans. Rob Keys says, just stepped out of the Rise of Skywalker. It's an immensely satisfying and massive end to the saga and somehow addresses issues, problematic characters, and most unanswered questions from The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi too. That's cool. Going on to say here, The Rise of Skywalker has a ton of content packed into one movie, as well as wastes no time. It's like 2 Star Wars movies in one. Lots of fan service bonuses too. And again, see what I'm talking about right there? right? This movie is retcon. I mean, look, I can. We know that it's not 100% retconning everything in the last Jedi, but it's giving us the missing story that was there. Remember when JJ said that this movie didn't derail anything, that it didn't derail anything because it didn't go anywhere. It didn't go anywhere really. So they had to sit there and whatever they had done in that room where all the whiteboards had the story arcs for the 3 films that Kathy Kennedy talked about last week. And we know that they had them there, and then she's got all that. And now JJ's going back to that whiteboard and he's like, all right, we got to cram this into 2 hours and 21 minutes. Just imagine for a second here, folks. Let's take it down a second, right? Let's lower the lights. Let's kind of get a little bit calm here. Imagine for a second if JJ would have directed all 3. Imagine what this movie would have been. It would have been probably a little less convoluted and crowded in the opening act of the film because it would have had the time to breathe and tell the story. Why do you think Kathy Kennedy has said that there's not going to do the trilogies no more? They don't want to be boxed in. There's a reason for that. And I think I'm telling you guys the woes of Disney Star Wars. You can pinpoint Johnson as being a key linchpin. Not all the problems. This Force Awakens had its own set of problems, 100%. All right, but I mean, we can go back to that one. And yeah, people might sit there and go, but Matt, you're being unfair. You're being unfair when talking about Rian Johnson. You're just being unfair to Rian Johnson. He just made a movie. No. I'm not being unfair. This man has not even acknowledged that there was frustration with the movie because he wants you to get mad. This is a guy who literally, much like Palpatine using the Force to suck off the energy from other people, Rian Johnson, very similar. All right, except it doesn't feel... Trying to think of a good way to make an erection joke, but that's really about it. It's like it kind of gets him off. I think it gets him off. He gets his kicks off to it. Anyway, let's keep going here. So Adam B. Very says, I'm going to need a minute to digest The Rise of Skywalker. There's so much movie in this movie, but its best moments are the quietest and most human. Giving this more of a think, though. Saying here also, I can confirm that there is queer representation in Star Wars. It lasts maybe 2 seconds, but you may miss it entirely. Cool. I mean, I'm not against it, by the way. I don't care. I think that's fine. Well, I mean, look good. It's in there. JJ said that it was in there. If you miss it, you blink, you miss it. Anthony here says, when people talk about Star Wars, they talk about their childhoods, their best memories, the people they loved and shared it with. The Rise of Skywalker brings back all those feelings and then some. I absolutely loved it. And I think, look, you can look at the leaks and you can not like the leaks, but the leaks don't always 100% dictate the emotion of how you're going to feel in that moment. You know, like I knew Han Solo died. It was spoiled for me earlier on in the day in a very deceptive and creative way, by the way. It was spoiled for me. And so I knew it was going to happen. But in that moment, I still felt sad. In that moment, I still felt lost, and I still felt anger, and I still felt regret. I still felt all of those things that I felt walking out of the theater, and I still feel 4 years later. I still feel those things because I love that character. And so the leaks aside, you can know how everything ends, but there's a reason why we go back to watch Star Wars. There's a reason why we go back 100,000 times over to watch these movies because of the way they make us feel. And I'm sorry. Look, I know I keep going back to bashing on The Last Jedi, and I just feel it's the best thing I can use as an example. But the way The Last Jedi made us feel was frustration and anger, and not in a way that it was in any way like given any kind of catharsis. We sat there with this rage for 2 years with nowhere to put it besides just complaining about everything and then getting so worked up over it that there are people out there right now that are thinking that it can never be salvaged. It can never be good because it made them so angry without any form of release over the span of 2 years in their mind. I mean, think about that for a second, right? Like really think about that. Like going into this, right? The movie makes you feel, and that's the whole point, right? I mean, this is a fantastic way of approaching this. When people talk about Star Wars, they talk about their childhoods, their best memories, the people they loved, and they shared it with. The Rise of Skywalker brings back all those feelings and then some. Yeah, it might be fan service, it might be nostalgia, but god damn it, those are powerful, very powerful elixirs, man. They get us hooked worse than heroin in many cases. I'm just saying, it's something to consider going into this, right? Something to very much consider. Okay, we already looked at the Dan Casey one. Yeah. He said that one. Okay, Jake Hamilton here. I think we looked at this one already. Okay. Eric Eisenberg. Okay, this is a new one. Let's see. There's good in Star Wars Rise of Skywalker, but there's more that's disappointing. There are a number of choices that just don't track. fan service that doesn't work, and ignore details that are missed. I'm bummed. Okay, that's a negative. That's a negative. Now, and I'm very curious to know exactly what he is referring to here. What is his view of this? Because there are choices that just don't track. And if you've read the leaks, a lot of people are they're in the same boat going, wait, what? Huh? I don't get any of that. Now, fan service just doesn't work. That I'm actually probably the most curious about. And ignore details that are missed. And that's another one. I'm going to have to read his review because I'm really kind of curious to know what he's thinking about that. But in regards to like the leaks, we know there's a bit on that front. And we know the fan service could potentially just kind of overstay its welcome if it's not done in the right way. But that's good. That's good that he's saying that. But let's refresh it to see if there's any more here. Because that's like so far the only real negative one that we've seen. Okay, those are good. Let me bring this back out. Let's see here. Rey has two lightsabers. One is Anakin's and one is Leia's. So there we go. That's pretty much about it. Okay. Out of curiosity, did I miss any? If I missed any super chats, let me know. Let me know if I missed any super chats. I know a couple of them came in, and I really appreciate that. So let's dive back in. I'm going to bring us back up to the Twitter page here. We got a lot of them here. Look at maybe a couple doubles here. We're not entirely too sure yet. Okay. There we go. Let's bring this up here. All right. So James Tyson here says he just saw it and it's tremendous, but we don't know. I mean, this guy, who is this guy? He's from Brooklyn, New York. I'm going to say I don't believe that he saw it, if I'm being fair. Okay. So what's this one here? The new Star Wars movie on DVD. I was given an advanced copy of the new Star Wars movie by George. You got to give people trolling some credit. To all the people who posted spoilers of the Star Wars Rise of Skywalker, fuck you. Well, Ruben, yeah, Twitter's not the place you want to be in a night like tonight, man. That's just, you're playing with fire at that particular point in time. Okay, where is this at? Let me, how does an entire movie get leaked? Dude. Come on, man. This is the internet. Everything leaks. Oh, here's a great shot. Harrison and Adam. Oh, that's great, man. Harrison still looks good for being in his mid 70s. That's fantastic. I love that guy. You guys have no idea. Press 1 if Harrison is GOAT. All right, here we go. We got first non-spoiler reactions. A lot here to go through. See if there's anything we haven't looked at just yet. No, Nick Roman. I don't see it till tomorrow. So here we go. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize I didn't have it up. We'll go back to, we'll go back to the Harrison Ford comment here in a second. I didn't realize I didn't have that up. I'm sorry, guys. So, okay. We've looked at we looked at Eric Davis. Kevin Palloway here says, so amped, relieved, ecstatic that The Rise of Skywalker sticks to landing. Just feels like a perfect capper to the saga that truly, fully delivers in connecting it all to the original trilogy. I felt like a kid by the end. That's great. Berto Gonzalez here says that one word, epic. A satisfying, crowd-pleasing adventure and a fitting end of the saga. My favorite of the three. Can't wait to see it again. Look, it's not hard to be better than The Last Jedi. True, be fair. It isn't that hard. Mark Ellis here says, I'm emotional, overwhelmed, surprised, shocked, and stunned. More than anything, I'm happy. Thanks for coming through one more time. That's a good one. We looked at the Rob Keyes one. We looked at Eric Eisenberg. Okay, let's see. Angie Hahn we looked at, the Brandalorian, Mike Ryan, and then the Mandalorian here. This is a new one. He says here, The Rise of Skywalker, really awesome. The best of the new trilogy. Really lots of fun, lots of humor, big heart, so many surprises. It's everything Star Wars fans are hoping for and more. A very satisfying conclusion. A lot of fan service, but I loved it. Again, I find that weird thing about fan service be kind of weird. Let's see. LA Colum here says, sounds like Mendelsohn thinks it had too much fan service, that it overcorrected itself from The Last Jedi. Well, it kind of had to. Mendelsohn, yeah, Mendelsohn's been shilling for that for a long time. So okay. Wait. Campy just posted. Okay, hold on. I gotta find Campius here. Let me take a quick look and I'll find it myself. Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay. Oh, there's Christian. Okay. There's a few more from Christian that I saw that were sent to me. All right. Hold on here. Campia. Oh, God damn it. Come on, computer. Actually work. Okay. Campia, come on, son of a bitch. No, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing his reaction. I'm just seeing photos of his wife. I mean, how the hell is it that John Campia gets to get into limousines? Like, what the hell? Okay. Well, I don't know what his thing is, because it's not it's not that, but man, yeah. Campia loves showing off his wife, doesn't he? Okay. It's on it's on YouTube. Oh, okay. All right, somebody send me a link and we'll play it. So send me a link, we'll play it. I am reading the chat. I can't always see the chat up on here. Okay, send me a link. We'll give it a shot, because I actually have to go here pretty soon, because I actually got to get some sleep. I have to be at the airport by 4 a.m. Okay, let me hold on here. I'm actually subscribed to Campia. Let me see if I can find it myself. That would probably actually help if I did that. Okay. Right. We'll end with the Campia. Is there anyone else out there that's posted that we haven't looked at yet? Is there anyone out there? Okay. I'm surprised Campia didn't like it. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. Campia likes everything. I mean, you could probably like shit in a bag and give it to him, and he'd be pretty happy with it. I'm not seeing it on his YouTube channel. So you guys got to DM me the link. Okay. Yeah, no, Garrick, just DM it to me on Twitter, man. Yeah. DM that to me on Twitter. So I can find that. Just do that. Cause then I can't grab the link from here, cause I'm on, yeah, Nick says I made the best review. That ought to be interesting. Okay. No, dude, I'm legitimately looking at Campia's page right now. If you don't believe me, it's not here. Let me refresh the page. Like, hold on here. There's no Campy video on YouTube. Yeah, it's not there. So go to, I'm at videos. I'm at let's see. I thought I had on the videos. No, look at this. Picard renewed for second season. That's all we got. 4-minute video from 10 hours ago. There's nothing there. You gotta DM me that link. Okay, man. All right. Okay. 53-second long video. Let's give it a watch. Let's give it a whirl. Actually, hold on 1 second. I'm going to make sure that I have the sound turned on, because I don't think I actually have the sound turned on for that one there. Okay. All right. Share audio. There we go. Okay. No, it's right here. We got it. Let's go full screen, and we'll give this a shot.
Okay, so I am at the after party, or standing just outside of the after party for the premiere of Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. Just saw it, just walked out. Here's my quick first reaction to it. I think this is a movie that a lot of people are going to like. It's got some big highlight moments. JJ went for some stuff that's very different and very bold, and I applaud him for it. Like I said, I think a lot of people are going to really like this movie. Unfortunately, I'm not one of them. I gotta say, I don't ever remember walking out of a Star Wars movie as disappointed as I was in this one. Again, it's got highlights, and I think there are a bunch of people who are really gonna like it, and I applaud a lot of stuff that JJ was going for in it. A good, bold attempt. It just fell flat for me. I can't go into any details because the review embargo is still in place, but I just wanted to give you my quick first reaction. We'll talk more about it on the John Campia Show tomorrow. We'll talk to you guys later.
Wow, that's wild. That's crazy. I was not expecting that. What's funny is, though, he can't talk more about it tomorrow morning either, because he's still under review embargo until 12:01 a.m. on Wednesday. So his show tomorrow is just going to be, quite frankly, 15 minutes of him saying that exact same thing over and over and over again, while people pay him money to ask him questions. And which is my real complaint. Let's see. Might be a good movie then. That's true. Jeremy here says, "Wow, mind blown." I know. I'm like, yeah. Well, Jerry Seinfeld says the guy who liked The Last Jedi. I'm actually kind of surprised at that myself. That's pretty fucking wild, man. Let's see here. Oh, and he hates the prequels. Oh, that would make sense. I love the prequels. Campia is a self shill. Well, if Campia was a shill, he liked The Last Jedi. So there's that. So what? Yeah, no, I get you, man. I get you. Let's see here. If Campia doesn't like it, that means it's great. I guess. I don't know. I mean, looking at Campia, that's a big thing. That's it. I mean, like that's a pretty big thing. I mean, this guy, Harloff kind of came off a bit more liking of it, right? I think there were some more, I was sent some more images on here that, okay. Thank you very much, Serenity. I did get that. Okay. Oh, God damn it. I can't, anyway. Let's see. Okay. Let's bring up, let's see what Louis Lecca has to say over on there. We'll I don't want that. God damn. Okay, hold on here. Let me find it real quick. All right. Okay, Louis just saw it. I'll bring this up for people if they want to check this out. We can do some video. If you guys find video reactions, DM them to me on Twitter. We can watch them. We can watch them. And then for a few more minutes, because I do have to get going. My flight is in about 6 hours, and I need to get a little bit of sleep before getting to the airport. So we'll do this one and maybe a couple more, and then I'm going to take off. Again, any final super chats would be great. Or anyone wants to help me get to LA? PayPal.me/MundaneMatt. That's the thing. I am raising some funds to get to LA. Tickets are fucking expensive, but I appreciate everyone who's been helping out. There's been a couple that have popped up during this, which is great. Again, really appreciate it. And of course, I will have my thoughts, my reaction, and my review tomorrow, which will be great. Let's see what he has to say.
This is Lewis. I got my man Robert. What's up, man? What's up? We're here at the after party. We did the premiere for Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. This is just a quick reaction. I'm happy right now. This is a quick reaction after seeing the movie. To be clear, we're right here, so you can see everything back here. We cannot do a review because it's under embargo, but rest assured we will have a review up. One spoiler-free, one spoiler-heavy. As soon as the embargo lifts next week, tomorrow, right? And so all we could do is react, and I'm gonna react. Yay, Robert! I don't know what you think.
I like this. I'm not gonna say much. I don't want to say much.
We can say. I can say. Look, I'm gonna say right now that I still think that J.J. Abrams should have helmed all three films. I think it would have been a more coherent story that way. With JJ, I just like JJ's style. I think he could imitate George Lucas and Spielberg perfectly, and that's what Star Wars is, in my opinion. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, he should do all three.
Anyways, that's our reaction. I'm going to post a little bit more thoughts on Twitter at NerdLecca. Where you at?
Okay, so that didn't really tell us anything. Actually, well, no, it did. I know Louis pretty well, and I know Robert. Okay. So here's my interpretation, my reaction to their reaction. He didn't like it. Like, he didn't love it. How about that? That's my reaction to his reaction is he didn't love it. Neither one of them loved it. They liked it, perhaps. They thought it was fun. They would have liked to have seen JJ do all three. I know that. But I don't think, that was not people who had a good time. That was not people who were like elated to have been there. You know what I mean? I'm not the only one who saw that, right? I'm not the only one who saw that. Oh, there's another super chat here from Madison Blake. Have a fun, safe trip. Thank you so much, Madison. You've been amazing tonight. I mean, so many super chats. You are wonderful. Bottom of my heart, I love you. Thank you so much. Shidoko, yeah, 600 viewers. I know I should stream over here more often instead of just on Hollywood After Dark. But let's see. I guess Campia is now joining the fandom menace. Yeah, they're gonna claim he's a convert. Is what's gonna happen. Let's see here. Thomas here says, see Cats instead. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's see here. Is Ahsoka in the movie? I don't know, man. We can't talk spoilers till tomorrow. Campia not liking it is a great sign. That's so interesting to me. I just like that. Look, like Lewis, I know really, really well. I talk to him like every day. But Campia not liking it? Like, are you kidding me? That is blowing my mind for just what the hell is going on here. That is some craziness. I am legitimately shocked. I am legitimately shocked that he did not like it. Okay. Nick, thank you very much. I just saw that you sent me that Campia thing. Appreciate it, man. Uncut Gems hype. There we go. Yeah, I hear that's good too. Let's see. What did Campia say? Camper didn't like it as much. Wasn't wowed by it. Wasn't wowed as other people are. Let's see here. Does Rose Tico die? I don't believe she does. And is that Jeremy? Is that Jeremy on your avatar right there? That's funny, dude. You blink, you miss Ashoka, probably. Okay, let me take a look here. It's a bad movie. Wait, did Mendelsohn actually say that? I gotta look up Scott Mendelsohn. What did Mendelsohn say? Okay. Let's see here. Wow. Okay, let me just bring this up because that's a little bit wild. Let me Mendelsohn, this apparently is true. And Mendelsohn, I'm not even kidding you guys here, is a, oh, thank you very much for the $2 super chat. Darth Jar Jar for life, 100% Javier, 100%. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much, sir. He says here, The Rise of Skywalker, in the end, it was Star Wars fans that killed Star Wars. Oh, Scotty boy, what did you do? You just like unleashed. Oh, so many people are going to be coming at you, and so many people that you probably fundamentally politically disagree with are going to be really coming at you over this. Oh my God. Oh, let's see. The fandom minutes are commenting on Campia. Yeah, of course they would. I mean, Jeremy compares himself to Campia all the time. He holds up social play like as some kind of like metric of success. But yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Scott being a bad boy. I see. Yeah, Scott's being a very bad boy. But it's not only that. He said something else here too. What'd he say? He said something else. I want to say here. Okay. He says here, at worst, I expected The Rise of Skywalker to be a well-made movie that I didn't like or whose story choices I disagreed with. I was not expecting a genuinely bad movie with video game plotting, thin characters, weak action, endless exposition of no consequence. Heartbreaking. I want to yell, but I don't want to wake up my daughters right now. I wish I had like a reverb, like an echo machine on here. You liked The Last Jedi. You've been chilling it for 2 years. What the fuck? Mendelsohn, what is this shit? What the hell? Oh my God. Oh, look at jeez. Oh man. Someone should put that on like a poster and like send that around to troll everybody. Scott Mendelsohn, Forbes.com. Hey, but here's the thing. This is what happens. The opening crawl is leaked. I don't want to spoil the opening crawl. Like, I know I don't want to spoil the opening crawl. I want to actually like get to it tomorrow and be happy with it. Let's see here. Let's see. Their reactions are deadpan, no emotion there. They were totally meh. Well, I'm kind of curious what you mean by that, Charles. Vexel here says he's right from a certain point of view. Had we not bashed the prequels, Lucas would have finished the saga his way. Well, you know what, man? That's true. I don't disagree with you. That's 100% true. Like, that is true. But I like the prequels. I'm one of the idiots who likes the prequels. I admit. You know, I again have my problems with the Phantom Menace 100%, but I like Attack of the Clones. It got better for me with age. I think I have to understand the political side of it a lot more because of what Lucas was aiming at politically. So there's that. So let's see here. Hope there's a portal scene like Endgame where the Jedi pass. Yeah, you know, we were talking about that earlier, right? Of having a shot where like everyone is there. That would have been great. That would have been fantastic. Collider editor-in-chief said he was disappointed. Really? That's kind of crazy. Let's see. A new fandom menace will rise. The ones that love TLJ but hate this one. Oh man, the new flutist. Just imagine that fight. Just imagine the salt, the amount of salt that will flow from YouTube. I'm not going to get involved. I'm personally, I'm done with all that shit. I want to just talk movies and have a good time. Like, this is amazing for me. I love this. You guys are all great. Let's see. Best life serve. Let's see. ROTS. Best lightsaber duel ever, best movie of the saga. I mean, Nick, did you see it, or is that what you're hearing? Let's see here. X05, are you the only one not interested? No, you're not. There's a lot of people that aren't interested. So there's that. Okay. Real Justice League vibes with this. Well, I mean, no, because Justice League, the critics generally panned it at first, right? The critics generally panned it. Okay. Lewis just messaged me. Let's see here. Okay. Hold on. I'm asking him what I said I was going to ask him. Cause he just DM'd me on Twitter. Hold on. So, okay. Let's see what he says, because I just DM'd him. Okay. Oh, there's a super chat here, $5 from Defirter. I can't pronounce shit. I don't agree with half what you say in general, but I enjoy your channel regardless. Safe channels. Thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate it. A lot of people don't agree with what I say half in general anyway, but it's all good. We're here to talk. Let's see here. The fandom menace must end. There is much responsibility as Lucasfilm. Now, Cosmic, I don't know how much of that I completely agree with. I think I see what you're trying to say, but I don't know how much of that I actually agree with here. And the reason why I say that is because you have a collective of people that just didn't like what they saw, and that's fine. You know what I mean? But a lot of them did take it a tad too far, in regards to where they were placing the blame. But as I mentioned earlier, there was no cathartic, output, right? There was no cathartic way to kind of express yourself really in regards to how you felt about The Last Jedi. People were upset. They were angry. They were pissed off at it. So they kind of found one another. And then through that, it kind of like, once that kind of dies down, once that dopamine hit dies off, you got to kind of turn your attention towards something else. It's the problem with the mob mentality. It really is. It's a problem with the mob mentality. But ultimately, I don't think they're all bad. I think that a lot of them are pretty decent. But I think that they just want to be angry at something because they are angry and they didn't know how to direct it into a goddamn, what's the word? Productive format. That's what I want to use here. Let's see. Madison Blake says Mike Zero must end. Oh my God. Yeah. Mike Zero. He totally changed his, he feels heartbroken over this. Rogue One was better than TLJ. 100%. Yes, it was. Nerd Report says he's at the party. I asked him, I said, you didn't like it? Because you seemed like you didn't like it. And he just goes, no spoilers. I also told him that I'm live in front of 600 people, so I wanted to put him on the spot. I didn't want to ambush him. I'm seeing him in the morning. I didn't want to ambush him. I didn't want him leaving me at the airport. We watched your reaction, which is why I asked you if you didn't like the movie, because it kind of seemed like you didn't like the movie. You guys didn't seem like you guys had any bit of fun at it. You had this very straight, straight look on your face. You looked like you were going to die. Is how I viewed it. Let's go back. Let's take a look here. We're gonna go back to this right here.
What's up, Nerd Lewis?
So I mean, you kind of look like you don't look happy. You don't look like you're having a good time. Let's look at Robert, his expression, look at that expression right there. I mean, come on. that is not enjoyment. And that's okay. That's okay. But it's not enjoyment. Anyway. Oh my God. No. I love Lewis. He's a great guy. Robert's a great guy. They put out good content. I just thought that expression really did it for me. I'm going to be, there we go. I don't know how long I was muted for. Anyway, I really appreciate everyone coming in, the 600 of you that are here. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys want to see more of these, next time a big movie comes out, we'll dive in. We'll have a lot of fun. We'll talk about it. Next time, I probably won't be flying to LA to see the movie the next day. So we'll take live calls. We'll do live chats. It's a lot of fun. And if you guys enjoyed this and you want to see more things like this, you want to support the channel, help me get back from LA. PayPal.me/Mundane Matt does help out quite a bit right now. Or subscribe to the channel. Check out Hollywood After Dark, which is usually most nights of the week. And I'll talk to you all later. Again, thank you so much. May the force be with you, regardless of how you feel about this movie. Thank you all. Have a great day and peace the hell out.